Ashe, and welcome to another special episode of our Mandatory Mental Liberation series, produced by our esteemed elder Baba Jelani Bamani Dembe, the brilliant founder of Majestic Mind Matters University. I'm your royal narrator, Queen Magical Melanin, for this new episode. The necessity of the Mandatory Mental Liberation series at Majestic Mind Matters University lies in our focus on serving our melanin-rich culture nation. By addressing the importance of knowledge of self to produce greater self-awareness and advocating for our mental liberation, especially for our precious melanin-rich culture children, our messages aim to combat the enduring effects of generational mental enslavement stemming from the historical trauma of the chattel enslavement of the ancestors. Our initiative seeks to empower us to break free from these harmful and unfavorable legacies and cultivate a deep-rooted sense of self-identity and unwavering resilience. In a world where words carry weight, these terms hold a history of oppression and discrimination. Our melanin-rich culture nation has not given up on the fight for liberation. We know that terms like Black or brown people, people of color, perpetuate stereotypes and homogenize our melanin-rich culture people. In this message, it will only be used to maintain clarity for those who are not yet up to our melanin-rich culture standards. By embracing indigenous terms like Alkebulan, this name means mother of mankind, in various African languages such as Akuyu, Swahili, and Kemet, referring to ancient Egypt, and rejecting the terms Africa or African, these oppressive terms, which are unknown to many. We are reclaiming our melanin-rich culture narratives and asserting our royal cultural pride. Knowing the power of language in shaping global societal perceptions and challenging systemic racism is our first step to true liberation. Now, let's get started with this very special message titled Jelani's Message About Their 4th of July. It is crucial for us as melanin-rich culture people to reclaim and redefine oppressive narratives and holidays like the 4th of July. This holiday, celebrated by white people in the United States, is seen as a day of freedom and independence. However, for us, it carries the weight of a painful history of chattel enslavement of the ancestors, erasure of our culture, and ongoing systemic oppression. Any melanin-rich people actively participating in the celebration of the 4th of July are perpetuating a narrative that overlooks the struggles and contributions of the ancestors and further marginalizes our community. In reclaiming and redefining oppressive narratives and holidays like the 4th of July, we are taking a stand against the whitewashing of our history and asserting our own agency in shaping our identities. By refusing to simply accept a version of history that erases our culture and devalues our experiences, we are asserting our right to be seen and heard. We are reclaiming our history, our stories, and our identities, and refusing to be silenced by systems of oppression. The best way for us to reclaim oppressive narratives and holidays like the 4th of July is by actively participating in the celebration in a way that honors our ancestors and our heritage. We can choose to celebrate our own independence, resilience, and strength as a community, rather than simply accepting a narrative that does not reflect our experiences. On the 4th of July, adorning ourselves in the colors of our Alkebulan nation, red, black, and green, we are not only showing our commitment to our melanin-rich people, but we are also reclaiming symbols of pride and unity that have been historically marginalized or appropriated. Adorning ourselves in the colors of our Alkebulan nation, red, black, and green, holds significant honor in reclaiming our heritage and pride. These colors were chosen by Marcus Garvey as the official colors of the Pan-African flag, and they represent important aspects of Alkebulan identity and history. Red. The color red symbolizes the blood shed by our melanin-rich people in the struggle for liberation and freedom. It also represents the courage and sacrifices made by the ancestors in the fight against colonization and oppression. Black. The color black represents the skin tone of our melanin-rich people and symbolizes the identity and unity of the Alkebulan diaspora. It is a reminder of the strength and resilience of our melanin-rich culture communities globally. Green. The color green represents the rich natural resources of Alkebulan and the promise of a bright future. It symbolizes growth, renewal, and prosperity for the continent and our melanin-rich people. By wearing our colors, we are reclaiming our Alkebulan heritage and celebrating our culture, history, and achievements. It is a powerful statement of pride and solidarity, reminding us and others of our roots and the shared struggles of people of Alkebulan descent. It also serves as a symbol of resistance against racism, discrimination, and injustices that continue to impact melanin-rich culture communities around the world. In essence, adorning ourselves in the colors of our Alkebulan nation is a way to honor our past, empower our present, and inspire a future filled with dignity, equality, and liberation for all people of Alkebulan descent. Furthermore, by reclaiming and redefining holidays like the 4th of July, we are challenging the dominant narrative that seeks to erase or minimize the contributions and struggles of our melanin-rich people. By actively participating in these celebrations, we are making a statement that our stories matter, our histories are valuable, and our voices deserve to be heard. We are refusing to be relegated to the margins of society, and instead asserting our rightful place as active creators of our own narratives. In reclaiming and redefining oppressive narratives and holidays like the 4th of July, we are also creating space for healing and empowerment within our melanin-rich culture community. By taking ownership of our identities and our histories, we are affirming our worth and our humanity in a society that often seeks to diminish or erase us. We are reclaiming our power and agency and refusing to be defined by a narrative that seeks to oppress or devalue us. In doing so, we are not only honoring our ancestors and our heritage, but we are also building a stronger, more resilient community that is rooted in pride, unity, and solidarity. In conclusion, it is crucial for us as melanin-rich culture people to reclaim and redefine oppressive narratives and holidays like the 4th of July. By actively participating in these celebrations in a way that honors the ancestors, our culture, and our heritage, we are challenging the whitewashing of history and asserting our own agency in shaping our identities. We are reclaiming our power, our stories, and our voices and refusing to be silenced or erased by systems of oppression. In reclaiming and redefining these narratives, we are not only honoring our past, but we are also creating a brighter and more inclusive future for ourselves and our future generations to come. I'm your royal narrator, Queen Magical Melanin. We trust that this special message has expanded your understanding through the insights shared by our producer, Elder Baba Jelani Bomani Dembe, founder of Majestic Mind Matters University, in our Mandatory Mental Liberation Series special message. Remember this, it is essential to honor the ancestors. We have a unique connection to the ancestors. They endured many unwarranted struggles, preserved our melanin-rich culture, and passed down invaluable wisdom through many generations. By honoring the ancestors, we pay honorable tribute to our roots and draw great strength and much-needed inspiration from the unwavering resilience and royal legacy that has paved the way for our present and future generations. Ancestral reverence is a powerful way for us to continually uphold our own melanin-rich identity, heritage, and cultural legacy. Here is an ancient Alkebulan proverb to keep in mind. If you think you are too small to make a difference, you have not spent the night with a mosquito. Remember this as well, whenever you are in the presence of anyone, saying, "They don't see color," it actually means, "They don't see you." We recognize that the name Alkebulan, instead of Africa, as a royal member of our melanin-rich culture nation, we must strive for knowledge of self for greater personal awareness. Always treat yourself kindly and seek to live a totally awesome and gloriously fulfilling melanin-rich culture life. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. So, like, subscribe, to stay updated, and share this very special melanin-rich culture link with everyone that you care about and that really cares about you and all of yours as well. And thank you for listening to this enchanting special message titled Jelani's Message About Their 4th of July. Stay woke. Ashe.